The Magic the Gathering secondary market is often compared to, at least on this channel, the Wild Wild West. And if that analogy holds true, then sealed product is the gold in that gold rush. That's right, we are often just tantalized by the idea of it, and we stock our shelves with it in hopes that one day it will become super valuable or something that we covet. But just like gold in the gold rush of old, often this sealed product is, well, it's actually just dirt. But as I collect every single sold listing of Magic sealed product on TCG Player, I've noticed something wildly interesting when it comes to the value of a certain product. And not just a specific box or a specific release, but every single box of this type from the last year is all going up in value at the same time. It's pretty wild. Personally, I collect Magic the Gathering sealed product for several different reasons. Yes, it is fun to watch and follow the value of the product, but it's also something that I have been on record of saying I just like. I like it on my shelf, I love the way it looks, and I like remembering my time involved with Magic the Gathering. But there are many reasons to collect this product, and there's many reasons to track the value of sealed product. And that's something that we do here uniquely on this channel. We track every single sold listing of sealed product for popular Magic releases from TCG Player, and we compare these sets to one another to try to get a feel for how the Magic community, us, the players out there, people spending our hard-earned money on these boxes, how we feel about various sets. And throughout this data analysis and all of this fun nerd things that you can also take a look at cardboardfinance.com, shout out to all the channel members here who support the hosting service for that. If you want to help support that project, you can join the channel membership. It's $5 a month. There'll be a link below. But sifting through all that data, I found something unique, and it's weird that it comes out as we are approaching the play booster era. It would seem that every single set booster box from the last year in Magic the Gathering are all going up in value. I know it's not something that I expected to see today. So what we were going to do today is we were going to take a look at all of this sealed product. We're going to talk about the products that are going up, why I think they're going up, and what this means for the future of Magic product now that just in time for these products to go up, we're not printing any more of them. All right, without further ado, let's start with some Magic the Gathering sets. And starting back to the earliest sets of the 2023 era into 2024, we were looking at Phyrexia All Will Be One. And I had the set booster box breakdown pre-pulled up here. And as we see, the set booster box, as they will in almost all of these sets, has experienced a large amount of volatility. We're going to see they came down from all-time highs from an extremely popular set and settled down. But in the last month or two, near the end of 2023 into 2024, we've seen this uptick down from the lows of the average price during a month being $112 up to $116 and eventually all the way up to $122 for this set booster box. Now, most of this product's lifetime, most of it has been spent below this price point. So it's interesting to see it prop up here, but you might say, like, Phyrexia All Will Be One is just a good set. It's something that we really enjoyed. Of course it's going up. Well, it's not unique to Phyrexia All Will Be One. I have pre-pulled up a couple tabs here, and here we have March of the Machine, a set that I would consider to be controversial, not something we can all agree on. March of the Machine felt very much like you either loved it or you absolutely hated it. But the March of the Machine set booster box is experiencing the same uptick. We see the drastic falls from the highs of a Magic product release, it being heavily printed like crazy and it going down, down, down to nobody buying it, to all of a sudden the product's selling at a fair clip late into its life cycle on TCG Player, as well as upticking back towards $100. Now, if this is an example of what a not popular set can do, let's take a look at a popular set, Wilds of Eldraine. Wilds of Eldraine looked like it was on the March of the Machine fast track for some time. Following its release, we saw the price of this box tank as we see the cheapest sale on TCG Player actually happened at $100. Now remember, these are average prices for a given month, so we never saw a ton of products sell at that price point, but we did see it trend in that direction. But even so, the last couple months into January, we are seeing that uptick back to $125. And looking again, finally at the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, this is the least surprising set, up to $126 for a set booster box for what is an extremely popular set. Now, these numbers are really fun to look at, but what do they mean? Well, in the scope of standard Magic the Gathering, it does say to me that Wizards of the Coast have done a better job with the design of standard Magic the Gathering sets. I was on the record last year when I pivoted into Magic and I started talking about all these Magic releases, the things that I loved on this channel, by saying, hey, standard releases, Wizards of the Coast, they don't feel like they have a home. Well, recently it would appear that standard sets have found a home. Now, the standard resurgence is underway. I do not believe that the standard resurgence is all the way back. I don't believe standard is this booming, crazy format, but it's on its way back. But I do believe that people are enjoying the sets because they are not necessarily designed smacking you in the face with Commander anymore. They're designed for standard, and our Commander players that love Magic the Gathering, that want to get out there and experiment with all of these cards, have the opportunity to, instead of being force-fed things that they must play, get out there, buy the cards, and experiment on their own as they build another 40 Commander decks per release. But it's not just the standard releases that are seeing this uptick in set booster boxes. We saw a couple sets that got set booster boxes during 2023 that are actually experiencing an uptick as well. Looking here, we have Lord of the Rings, which is a direct to modern and also Commander playable Magic the Gathering set. And the set booster box, while it has been one of the more stable examples and maybe the best Magic the Gathering release of all time, definitely of 2023, we are experiencing an uptick in standard Magic the Gathering, or in set booster boxes here as well. Now, this cheapest sale will be outrubbed by every couple months we go through, and it cleans up the sales data for things that are crazy low. We'll get one or two of these where it's like, it's just 6 packs from the box, but I'm advertising on the box site. I don't know why they do this, but it'll get cleaned up. So the cheapest sale will probably be around, you know, that $155, $156 price point. So it's interesting to see this, but what about the worst set booster box of all time? Josh, what about the bastardization of the set booster box? The thing that you thought was one of the more grimy things that Wizards of the Coast did in 2023? Well, yes, even that set booster box, that's right, even the set booster box for Commander Masters, the bastardization of the set booster box, the predatory product that came out to say, hey, Commander players, we know you like Commander, you want a bunch of cool stuff with no real new art and nothing fancy, nothing crazy, buy a $400 set booster box. And if you haven't, if I remember, I'll link my video on that somewhere around here. It is not just about the product, it's about the price. It's a combination of things. I will get into a whole backstory of why I think this product is terrible. It's in that link above. But even this product is seeing an uptick as we see the average price for January of 2024 come up to the $300 price point. Now, I say all that and I show you all of these numbers not because I am telling you that Magic Finance is the way to go, or invest all your money in this and put this on your shelves. You're gonna X, 10x, 20x, 30x your value. I'm saying all that to say the Magic ecosystem and how we feel about the game is changing, and seeing an uptick in not only the sell-through rate but the price of these products shows me a couple things. And first and foremost, it shows me that rarely was it about the set. Was it about the actual Magic the Gathering product? We love these sets. There are playable cards and a ton of them in these products. Most of the problems come from either Wizards overprinting the product, or from the product release cycle, or the price of the product. These are going to be our 3 main pain points as a community, but rarely is it actually the cards or the playability of the Magic the Gathering set. Credit where credit's due, Wizards of the Coast and Magic do a great job there. I also say all that to say that play boosters have introduced this idea of a brand new price point. We saw the MVP Sports, I think it was MVP Sports or GTS or something, and the TCG Player Partnership and Sale, which tanked the value of the play booster, just crashed the play booster to $129.99, and then we as a community said, oh my gosh, if this is the tank price, if this is how cheap it is, maybe all those other sets that we thought were too expensive weren't that bad of a deal. I think we got a lot of perspective there, and I do think the play booster box will recover, and I actually do think it should be cheaper, but there needs to be more meat on the bone for game stores there if we want to experience any kind of real value across the ecosystem that we've taken so long to build. But I do think that some perspective has been given for us as a community, and I do think this is going to be reflected in the future. What I mean by this is, as we enter the play booster era, we're seeing them sell on the secondary market at around $141, oddly enough, by the same company that sold them at $129.99 on TCG Player. That's for a later date. It'll be interesting to follow this, and it'll be interesting to see if we accept this new price point, which I don't think we're going to do. I think we're going to keep pushing back and keep rejecting it until the product hits a price that we deem acceptable, or until we are given some more perspective where we realize this is just how Magic is going to be now, and we find some good value in past sets that we left on the shelf at the price that they were released at. This is going to be really interesting to follow, and I hope that you have some fun following it along as well. Again, if you like projects like this, you like what we do on this channel, consider joining the channel membership. Currently, big shout out to all the channel members. The channel members are paying the bills to keep cardboardfinance.com live right now. They're also getting access to exclusive content and discounts on box breaks. I have 2 more Ravnica Remastered collector booster box openings available at a discount. If you're a channel member, make sure you email me at hometowntcg@gmail.com, and we will get you set up with a box opening. I also have, I don't want to say this out loud, I think I have 1 more Lorcana box opening, but it might be spoken for. I got to check my email. It may be spoken for right now. So let me know in the comment section below what you think of all of this going on right now with the set booster box. If you think there's value there, or if you think it's just a fluke and all Magic sets are terrible and always go to 0. I want to hear from you. Until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh. I hope to see you around, and we'll talk to you then. All right, goodbye.